essence or substance if you want, including your own body. You know, your own body. When you are conceived, you are a zygote. You know what zygote is, right? Invisible. And you absorbed all from the air, water, earth, and sun, and you grew, and you become very beautiful and healthy and good. But don't forget, according to Buddha's teaching, that you are ultimately empty of your own inherent existence. You're empty. Sorry to say that. So if you're attached to your body as if your body can last for millions of years, you are deluded. So the emptiness, the truth of emptiness works wonders in daily life. If you're too much attached to things physical, you can see you are doomed. Eventually you will feel life is very unsatisfactory. The word dukkha, translated as the Sanskrit word dukkha, means originally unsatisfactory, not really outright suffering. It was originally meant unsatisfactory. That was the meaning of dukkha. And of course the opposite of dukkha is sukha, which is happiness. And there's supposed to be a Buddha's world in the promised West world called the Sukhavati, which is the happy land. Many Buddhists pray to Amitabha Buddha so that they could be born, at least after their death, to be born in the promised happy land, Sukhavati Viva, you know. But what we are trying to do is we realize happiness right here and now. How can we do it? Make your Buddha mind wake up. It's mind, the eyes. Your Buddha mind is hidden. Of course, so the eyes of the Buddha mind also closed. So you don't see the ultimate truth of the universe. So when I saw that $1.7 million Ferrari, so Ferrari is the name of an animal, right? Ferrari. The Mustang, American Mustang, sits like this. The Ferrari, the logo of the Ferrari is, like standing like that, right? Like that. I think it's a name of that animal. It's a Ferrari. I have to look it up, the dictionary. Anyway. So I told myself this, oh, okay, I own that one. What difference does it make if I drive that expensive car to get to this temple, or my humble Toyota Camry, which is like a Ferrari to me? If the eyes of your Buddha mind are open, so that the light of the wisdom shines, you change a hell to a paradise. And we are here to learn how to do it. The world as it is full of evil, suffering, and so on. And according to some theologians, this world, with all those evils, there are two kinds of evil: natural evil and the moral evil. Natural evil, hurricanes. Now one is a Paloma, which is that? It's going to give a hard time to the people there, Cubans. So we can say, fortunately, it is not coming our way, it's going away from us. So, pray to Buddha or something. But anyway, the suffering, the world is full of suffering. So it was Leibniz, the German philosopher and the early modern philosopher, said, this is the best of all possible world God can create. Someone put even the word logically possible world. Best of all logically possible world God can create. What does that mean? If there is no evil in the world cannot be as perfect as it is. Okay, so there should be enough muggers and rapists, and so that there should still be police. Suppose there's no crime in the world. All those, maybe millions of policemen will lose their job, you know that? And if it happens that your father is a policeman, your father loses the job, then you cannot go to college, and you don't have to write a term paper. Right? And what about the disease? If there's no disease at all. Oh, you know how expensive the medical bills are? Once, maybe a couple of months ago, I had to go to the emergency room because something strange. The doctor didn't do anything because I was okay after a while. But they charged me like $2,300 for doing nothing, just, you know. Okay, maybe otherwise the world may be not that interesting. So there should be enough, you know, injustice and so on, greediness and so on. But what if nobody's ever ill? Then the hospitals will close up their doors, right? All the doctors lose their job, and no pharmacists and so on. The whole country will somehow shut down, I think, if there are no disease. Okay, so as long as you don't find yourself at the losing end of the line, in a free-for-all capitalist society, competitive, this is okay. As long as you don't find yourself in the losing end of the line. Are you with me? Is my English clear? Yes. So, then what about those people, miserable people? Haiti? 80 people were killed, right? Still kids, school. The school building collapsed. 80. So the builder is now arrested in jail. Shoddy job. Should we say that's also what makes the best of all possible world? If I were God, I wouldn't create the world this bad. In the first place, I can handle the world, the earth, without hurricanes, without earthquakes, right? Earthquakes. Even though there is no earthquake, nobody's going to suffer from that one, maybe except some insurance companies, you know. But anyway, so the point is this world is full of evil and pain and so on. Now, there are other evils. There's moral evils. Natural evil versus moral evil. Moral evils are all created by human beings. They make things worse because of their greed. You know the Wall Street debacle is all result of greed. You know that? Greed plus ignorance, stupidity. There should have been regulations. And the whole thing was deregulated under this administration. Is that correct, George? Was it before this administration or during Clinton's? Even this one. Greenspan said, I heard it. He thought if we deregulate, then the whole system will regulate themselves. That was a big mistake. And so we have this mortgage problem is one of the main causes of this. And we have a saying, if U.S. economy coughs, sneezes, then Korean economy has tuberculosis. Make sense? Have you got it? If U.S. economy sneezes, then the Korean economy has flu. You know? All this is because of stupidity, greed put together. That's why the Buddha said, what is the ultimate cause of human misery? 3 poisons. They are, Clara, what are they? Greed, anger. Delusions include stupidity, ignorance, foolishness, and so on.